exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Now here's Edwards going inside. And the rejection by Ayton. Okogie, the pass to Booker. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Durant. Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Towns, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Back to Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
For 3, Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right side, Edwards. Pass to Conley. He dishes it to Gobert. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Outside Durant, front past the arc. The shot misses. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Paul dishes to Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's Towns penetrating, and Towns throws it down.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
Pass to Booker. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. McDaniels kicks to Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Chris Paul picks up that
Team
one.
foul.
And just using that experience, Conley adept at drawing contact and getting to the line.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now here's Towns after the miss from KD. And it's Towns penetrating, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Durant with a wide open look. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Oh, man! Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Phoenix making a change. Landale's checked in. Suns trail by 7. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Conley against Paul. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 5. McDaniels finds Conley. Rebound by the Suns. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock. Booker left side to the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that and has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Towns is double. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer no good. And here's KD for 3. That shot is off. It could go. That shot off. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Durant, and it's Landale in at the power forward. Conley kicks to Edwards. With the stuff.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
The 3 from KD. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Booker with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Edwards against Booker. And finished off by Edwards.
Got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
You know, Greg, to make the right call.
The basket.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul with the ball, picked up by Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year team, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances. So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And the dunk by Booker.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Well, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Paul looking around. Booker outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Booker outside. Back to Paul. Outside for Durant. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And the leadership Paul provides both on and off the floor is extremely important, very valuable to any team. He's really about trying to make his teammates better, and that serves everybody well.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Man, Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Paul passes to KD. He feeds it to Ayton. Tries again. Back to KD. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here is McDaniel. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And this is...
All right, David, thank you, and stay with it.
30. The Suns. 27.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
They've got Torian Prince. Reed is out there with Anderson. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. The second chance effort. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Warren. Here's Baisley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Prince outside to the middle. Here's Noel, and it's blocked. Kicks it out to Prince. Over to the left wing. And he slams it one-handed.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Reed with the block, and they recover. And here's Warren for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota leading by 3. It's Prince on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
Back to Shaman. Anderson with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Noel. Passes it to Rivers. And the layup's good off the glass. Rivers has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Ball outside. Outside, KD. To the wing right side. To end the run. Reed with the block. And they get it back. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Rivers kicks to Prince. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Suns. Landale's checked in. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Booker against Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Outside Durant, Booker outside, beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got 12 in the game.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Conley the pass to Towns.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
For Phoenix, they have an exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And the Suns call time here. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Suns trail by 5. Ayton a screen on it. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Booker.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Durant, that's good.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Durant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Landale in at the 4. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with the lay-in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
For 3, Durant drains it from beyond the arc. KD's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Back to Edwards. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Conley kicks to Towns. Back to Conley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Suns trailing. Ball outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns with the steal. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And that's an intentional foul.
Mike Conley. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Durant. The pass to Landale. Here's Paul. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Paul is superb in the pick and roll. I mean, once the screen comes, he's really good at taking what the defense gives him.
Edwards passes to Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ayton. Booker with it. Now guarded by Towns. And then Durant with the dunk.
Assisted.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Edwards against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards passes to Gobert, and the shot goes in. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Most game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
The previous play is
it can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his third foul so far.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Ball passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Conley finds Edwards. Back to Conley. Durant with the steal. For the finish. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment, never rattles him.
Conley the pass to Towns. They need this. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Outside, KD. Six to shoot. Pass to Landale. KD on the wing. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. .35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Towns. There's the feed to Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. The shot off that time. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 4.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Booker against Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Towns for 3. They get it back.
What a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch. How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Westbrook against Conley. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. Doesn't go that time. And here's Minnesota now. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Clippers on D. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubats. Westbrook outside. George for 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook slams it home.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
George against Edwards. Here's Conley. Here's Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Zubats with a screen on Edwards. George, no good. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. McDaniels passes to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Leonard.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Here's Conley. Pass to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Westbrook outside. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Conley. Towns down low. Guarded by Morris. Double team on Towns. Shoots over Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Shoots over George. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. And he dunks it down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The drive by Westbrook gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Love it. Russell Westbrook, full attack mode right now and taking no prisoners.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley passes to Towns. Outside Conley. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook, the pass to George. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 5 points.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Pass to Towns. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Leonard's got room. Misses off the left iron.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And so Gobert nails both of them. 11 seconds left in the opening quarter. George, a screen on Conley. The three. The shot misses. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in the quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Conley against Westbrook. Leonard for 3. Clock at 4. George for 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Westbrook against Conley. George outside. Over Edwards. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, BA, rather than a shooter, because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
The Timberwolves trail. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Gobert passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Back to Westbrook. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The open shot by Edwards. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
The standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Zubac passes to George. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys. He understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's McDaniels, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Edwards slams it in.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Leonard. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley passes to Edwards. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. .03 left in the first half of basketball. On the over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And the basket by Leonard.
You give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Edwards against George. Pass to Conley. Here's McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Clock at 6. Back to Daniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He misses the free throw. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in for Mike Conley. Here's Highland. The 3. Oh, it's stolen away. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Now Reed. Here's Alexander Walker with 1 on the clock. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in a point guard position. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The Clippers rebound. Here's Plumlee. Batum right side. Offline with a 3. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Pass to Prince. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Highland. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Batum sets a screen. Here's Highland. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie Anderson inside. Batum's on him. Anderson can't get it to go. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Back to Prince. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Gordon can't hit.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Noel. Here's Prince. Now covers. On the wing, Noel. And it's the Clippers on the break. Intercepted. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Outside, Anderson. A shot to stop the drought. No luck on that one. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Clippers trail. For the lead. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Gordon. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Noel. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Powell. To the inside. And the basket by Plumlee. Plumlee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
Here's Noel. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Alexander Walker. George outside. And it's off from three-point range.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Noel. George defending. Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. 4 on the clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Conley's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, this is how Conley plays. Extremely efficient. He just takes what the defense allows.
McDaniels against Leonard. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And so Towns nails them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5.
Your Timberwolves today.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Powell in at the 1 spot. George for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
Edwards against George. Towns passes to Conley. Now Gobert. Pass to Towns. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
McDaniels against Leonard from 20 feet. The shot off that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Conley passes to Towns. Now Gobert. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That'll be a second foul of the game. Zubats, he's checked in for Los Angeles. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Towns for three. He buries it from three. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Ah, the versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Leonard with the ball. Towns covering. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly, sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
Conley against Powell. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's the teardrop. Offensive board. No good there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. George, a deep three. Offensive board. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And that's Boardman living up to his name. Kawhi on the inside.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Edwards with it. George defending. Puts up a three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Here's Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like it. Powell just being aggressive, making the D overcommit.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
Well, it's one thing in a game to do a great job of drawing fouls, but going to the free throw line and delivering, that's another.
The kick out to Conley. Back to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Edwards for three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 7 rebounds in the game. For three, George. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Fires the three, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George, a screen on Conley. And he lobs it up to the rim. And George with the jam.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
George against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And that one falls for Towns.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Powell outside. Here's George, guarded by Edwards. Back to Powell. Fires it. George with another miss.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
For three, George. Plumlee passes to Zubats. It's Powell on the wing. Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. Powell for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Towns against Plumlee. And the foul called on Paul George. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. George against Edwards. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one, and all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Lovely out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Powell in at the point.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Here's the Clippers. Now George. And then George with the jam.
Well, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
Outside Durant. Back to Booker. Durant kicks to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Ball finds KD. On the wing, Booker. Jacks up a three. The offensive rebound. Ayton misses from short range.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
It from three-point range. George has got 5 now.
Now, Paul George has been exceptionally consistent from three-point territory. That fluid shooting motion is something else.
Booker the pass to Durant. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Powell kicks to Leonard. Nifty move. Powell inside, defended by Paul. Morris, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Ayton trying to break free. Morris with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's George. That one drops for him. 7 points in the game.
Paul George playing through the contact right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Trying to get something going. And the dunk by Booker.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
From deep, George. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
A deep three from Leonard. And the three off target. Suns trailing. And Booker kicks to Durant. official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
No problems knocking that one down.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. KD, a screen on Powell. For the three. KD's shot is off. Clippers leading by 3. Inside. Outside for George. Back to Powell. The 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Plumlee. George with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Control from outside. Booker finds 8. Leonard against Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Field goal.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Booker from the arc. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns UCLA.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. With the step back, here's George. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Driving in. No good that time. Suns trail by 4. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
The 3 from KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 9 points. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Paul finds Booker. Outside Durant. The 3. Ayton trying to break free. And it's Durant missing. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. George dishes to Plumlee. Just his first attempt. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Booker the pass to Okogie. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. So they take the lead. Ayton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Here's Leonard. Trains the 19-footer.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
KD with it. He's got 9. Second chance shot. An easy 2 points on the layup. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, smart, too. It's understanding, okay, shots coming off here. I'm going to get myself to the spot, and I'm going to get a couple of bonus opportunities for my team.
Leonard inside, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. And up the court come the Suns on the break, and it's sent back by George. Leonard kicks to George. little luck that time, but it drops. George has got 15. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
George sets a screen for Leonard. Good chance here for George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Booker. Here's Durant. Another shot. Booker left side. Ball outside. Booker dishes to Durant. Out to the wing. Powell with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's a Kogi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead. Plumlee with a screen on Booker. George way outside. The long distance three is buried. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, this is a problem for the defense right now because you've allowed Paul George to get comfortable. And when he's comfortable, he's unguardable.
Durant with a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And George kicks to Powell. To the middle. Outside, George. For three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
The Suns have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Right side, Westbrook. Batum for 3. It's deflected.
Boy, blocking is a skill Darius Baisley is trying to develop, and that hard work paying off with the swat.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Paul George, he's been the guy. All right, thank you, David.
Folks, 25. The Clippers, 26.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And there's Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Highland in at the 2 spot.
Well, Russ making the great read. Outstanding work, understanding the floor, and finding his open teammate.
Warren against Gordon. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Warren.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Ross driving the lane. Great D that time from Batum. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Shamet kicks to Warren, over Gordon. Back to Warren. To the paint, here's Landale.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
Right side, Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Shamet, stolen by Zubats. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Ross with the steal, and they're on the break. Here's Landale. That one misses, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Gordon inside. He's covered by Warren. A shot by Batum, no good. Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Ross, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line, he is such an excellent free throw shooter.
Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. There's the dish to Gordon. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Ross. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Stolen by Warren. And up the court come the Suns on the break. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Westbrook, here we go. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, that's the acceleration of Russell Westbrook. Good night, defense. You had no chance.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Back to Ross. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Double team on Westbrook. Gordon, the pass to Zubats. Clippers moving the ball around. Launches a 3. Highland misses. The Suns trail. Warren the pass to Baisley, and he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
Quick off the floor and fluid in everything he does. Darius Baisley, that was impressive.
Westbrook surveying the D. Batum a screen on Ross. Highland passes to Batum, and it's Baisley with the rebound. Batum with the steal. Eric Gordon on the wing, outside Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Ball against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Paul. 3-pointer. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And George with the stuff.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant dishes to Ayton. Back to KD. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. For 3, Westbrook. Plumlee tips it back in.
Mason Plumlee.
Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And we've reached the end of the third.
Your son.
The Clippers on top, leading by 5.
The Clippers.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Los Angeles leading by 5. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Who's out there for Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. It's the 3-point bomb.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Outside, George. The tray. No good. He's made 9 of 15, shooting an even 60%. George with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morris. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Durant. Passes to Ayton. There's the triple. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Powell with it. Chris Paul covering. Morris kicks to George. Over Booker. Morris passes to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Booker.
It has not mattered one bit what the defense has sent at Devin Booker tonight. He is booking.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On offense, here are the Suns. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's the pass to Pop. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
And KD throws it down.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Powell for 3. From downtown. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the right side. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Durant. And no good that time. Plumlee with some nice D. Powell for 3. Leonard inside.
Oh, you got to be kidding. Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
KD a screen. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Count that bucket. Paul's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Leonard. Offensive rebound. He's off on that one.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Booker finds KD. And he overshot that one, missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Powell, the pass to Morris. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Booker.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Chris Paul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Paul outside. KD a screen on Powell. Paul dishes to Durant. Yes!
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Right side, Leonard. And George kicks to Morris. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by the Suns. Now here's Durant. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. We've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. In this kind of matchup, comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Now McDaniels, following Durant's three-point attempt. McDaniels lays it up and banks it in. McDaniels got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke with the Suns head coach for just a bit. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thanks, David. Shot clock at 6. And taken away by Paul. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Durant. And finished off by KD.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Durant sets a screen for Paul. Outside Durant. Paul dishes to Durant. Takes the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Booker. After the basket by Minnesota, it's Durant on the wing. Back to Booker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Conley finds Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Pocket 6. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Booker the pass to Paul. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And Booker kicks to Durant. 5 on the clock. Gobert knocks it away.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Ball looking over the floor. Booker outside. Gobert with the block, and he's able to get it back. And they go to the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
I love that dish down low.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got his second basket.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Durant with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 4. Out to Edwards. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Towns down low. And Towns throws it down.
Josh
Yeah, an
Okogie.
incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off.
for Minnesota.
This guy can do it all.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley dishes to Gobert. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. And he's good on the three ball. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and roll.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timber.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Durant. Then there's Ayton. And it's Landale in at the power forward position. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Line for the Timberwolves.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
That's 7 seconds or less.
Yes, sir.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Suns trail by 5. Ayton, the pass to Durant, and finished off by Petey.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. High post, Gobert. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Paul kicks to Booker. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 8 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside, Towns. No good on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack of ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. 8 points for him.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. From the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Right side, Edwards. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. And stolen by Booker. The drive by Paul. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No good from Booker. Conley against Paul. Conley gets the bucket.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Durant with it. McDaniels defending. Durant dishes to Booker. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
For Phoenix, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 10. He kicks it to McDaniels. Here's Towns, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on 8.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And he's good on the second. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Booker is screen on Conley. Booker outside. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And Edwards with the stop.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 10 points for Devin Booker.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's Towns. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first half. Minnesota. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly.
27.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Reed. Then it's Torian Prince, and it's Noel in at the point. Now, here's Warren, and the layup is good.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Here's Noel, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
How much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. It's Anderson with the drive. All sorts of time, and he connects with the jumper. Anderson's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Here we go, fans. Make some noise for your son, Breaker Danforth.
different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Baisley. Okogie comes in for T.J. Ward. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Now here's Paul. And now we've got the intentional foul. Durant's checked in for Phoenix. Some changes for Minnesota.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And KD throws it down.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Conley the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Paul kicks to KD. And a miss there on the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Paul against Conley. Passes it to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Chris Paul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Edwards looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels finds Edwards. Over Booker. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's KD. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. KD dishes to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here is Conley. And there's the pass to Edwards. Out to Conley. A 3-ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Devin Booker. Here is Edwards. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Paul, and there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Booker, down by 12. Takes a 3, sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 15.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Now here's Towns. 5 points in the game. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker fires from way outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Oh, good with the triple. And a deep three from Booker.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the one of the day, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Substitution.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Durant, and it's Landale in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the Timberwolves call time. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thanks, David. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Suns trail by 10. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Edwards against Booker. Edwards drives in. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And an intentional foul right there.
Jaden McDaniel. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Booker the pass to KD. From the arc. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. With the drive. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And he drives in. Noel passes to Towns to the left side wing. McDaniels finds Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Booker against Edwards. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
He takes it in. Noel passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. 5 to shoot. With the shot. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Durant, the pass to Landale. Booker with the screen for Paul. The Suns need to get a shot off. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Here's Noel, defended by Paul. McDaniels in the post. KD's on him. Shots good by Noel.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now here's Paul. Booker up top. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in. Now that's 17 points for Devin Booker.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Noel. Pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. They get it again. The kick out to Towns. He dishes it to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Beyond the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker outside. There's the dish to Ayton. Pass to Landale. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. And the miss. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
That's the end of
This
the
was a
game.
very strong showing. All right, David, thank you.
for coming out.
Thank
and
you
rooting
for
your
joining us.
team.
That'll do it.
preparations here. So the Clippers win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by the Clippers. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
George for 3. They get it again. The shot no good. Conley against Powell. Conley passes to Towns. Conley pulls down the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
From deep three-point range. That one's good from Morris on the assist from Powell.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Conley against Powell. Pass to Edwards. The 3, Conley. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
George, a screen on Conley. George outside, beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Gobert finds Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
It's George on the wing. From deep. Here's Leonard. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Gobert with it. Picked up by Powell. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. It's a one-on-one situation. Leonard for 3. Plumlee finds Powell. Count it. Good. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by George.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Here's Conley. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Morris, a screen on Conley. For 3, Powell. McDaniels with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that one's good from Conley.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Powell, a screen on Edwards. George with it. He's picked up by Conley.
Minnesota charged with a foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Tips it. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. No good. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Clippers on. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard at the wing pair. Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Powell in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Conley against Powell. Here's Leonard. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside McDaniels from the arc. Buries it from 3. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Powell showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Here's Powell, and Powell with the stuff.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Conley passes to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
For 3, George. Minnesota with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Daniels. Gobert inside. Plumlee on him. McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to Daniels. And another basket from Minnesota.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Leonard outside. Into the lane. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Towns. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Powell with it. He's picked up by Conley. Inside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's got 9 points.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5 with the clock winding down.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Pass to Morris. Back to George. Baseline jumper. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley goes in. Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. There's 57 seconds left in the second. For 3, Conley. Here's Gobert. Towns passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Connects from downtown. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Leonard for 3. Nails it from 3. Leonard's got 5 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Edwards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Pass to Gobert. And they turn it over. Shot clock violations. The buzzer sounds.
Defense. Clippers ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Westbrook. And so it's Minnesota finishing
with the score. Your Clippers 19, the Timberwolves 27.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Anderson in at the power forward position.
Those long strides allowing Batum to get right to the rim.
Here's Noel, guarded by Batum. Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 2. Lets it fly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now here's Batum. Here's Mann. The 3 is up. Anderson pulls it down.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Here's Alexander Walker, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's Prince, hounded by Westbrook. The 3. The offensive rebound.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Pass to Plumlee. Over Reed. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Anderson from deep.
Solid at guarding both post and perimeter players. That gives him great value. Batum's length really bothers him to shoot it.
For 3, Covington. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
For three, Covington. And the Clippers miss again for Minnesota. They've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, Anderson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Prince. That three's off the mark. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Covington passes to Batum. And down it goes. 2 points. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Prince on the attack. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Plumlee. That shot missing. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Prince. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Outside Covington. Pass to man. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Knocks down the triple.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Outside Anderson. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And the three off target. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clipper Youth Dance Team.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's George. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's George.
Oh, and the dunk by George! Sturdy play from George in the paint. Getting by the contact and to his finish.
And here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
George outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers.
Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Now here's Towns. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
Powell for 3. Poke loose. Well, the Timberwolves shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Conley with the ball. Picked up by Powell. Outside McDaniels. The three. He drops it from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever. Running the point with precision.
Pass to Powell. Zubac with a screen on Conley. Powell with it. They need this. And they'll get another chance. Morris passes to Zubac. Zubac, a screen. Powell for three. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Edwards. This one for three. And another three from Minnesota.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
No good on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Conley passes to McDaniels.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end, too.
For three, Powell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And now we've got an intentional foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paid for it, giving up second chance points.
Powell's shot is off.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
Edwards finds Conley. Back to Towns. Takes a three. Drains the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now here's Conley. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. How? It's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now Conley. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Durant. Then there's Ayton. And it's Landale in at the 4. Now here's Powell. From deep three-point range. He can't hit that time.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And finished off by KD.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Powell with his screen on Durant. Leonard kicks to Powell. Back to Leonard. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. KD drives in, and then Durant with the dunk.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Outside, George from deep. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Outside Durant. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Over Leonard. And it's Durant missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nobody near George. And it's George again missing. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Booker. Up again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's Powell on the wing. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker outside. Outside Durant. Wants to get it to Powell and does. Knocked loose. Tries to save it. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Morris throws it down.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now here's Paul. Outside Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got 6.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Sinks the triple.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take for 3 that time.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue. But that's going to change.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Powell with a screen on KD. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there.
Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Powell against Paul. Booker dishes to Ayton. And he makes good on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Powell. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Leonard, the pass to Powell. And it's sent back by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Booker, a screen on Powell. Paul kicks to Booker. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Booker. 8 points for him.
Well, they might have made contact with Durant, but really didn't affect him at all.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 6. And we'll be back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Durant, and it's Landale in at the 4 spot. The Suns shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And a deep three from George. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
This is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Phoenix leading by 6. Booker with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside for KD. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Powell, no one around him. Misses the 3.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Here's Durant. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass to Landale. Now Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard with the steal. Powell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Outside for George. Zubac's a screen on Booker. Lock at 6. Powell. That's good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The pass to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And the Suns making a change here. Baisley's checked in. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer. He can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
At the line for 2.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Suns leading by 5. There's Booker on the assist from KD. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time, Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Leonard from the line. George finds Morris. Nobody near Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Pass to Morris. To the inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Powell against Paul. Powell dishes to George. Over Booker. Powell kicks to Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Outside, KD. Paul finds KD. Booker outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
LA basketball.
Clippers trail by 4. George sets a screen for Powell. Fires the 3. And it's George missing. Now here's Booker. He's got 11. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there.
Making the suffocating defensive.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back.
19. The Suns, 23.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum, also Robert Covington out there, Plumlee out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's man in at the 2-guard spot. Landale pass to Ross. Driving the lane, and Ross with the slam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Passes it to Man for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Nice job by Russell just not forcing anything on that play.
The Suns leading. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Shamet the pass to Warren. Ross with a wide open look. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Westbrook to the left wing. Plumlee dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Man. Here's Plumlee. Rebound by the Suns. For 3, Ross nailed from three-point land.
Three-pointer.
Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
From deep. Man can't hit.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Covington. Will it go? And it's blocked. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Westbrook. It's good. Beasley's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Back to Shamet. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ross for three. Another three for Phoenix.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Covington. The dish now to Westbrook. Here's Mann. Shot clock at 6. Covington kicks to Batum. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. To the paint. Here's Beasley. Bucket is good. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Bazley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
Inside, it's tipped. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Yep, it counts. And the Suns lead by 18.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights when you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
And it's a complete... The new group for Los Angeles. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Beasley. Durant comes in for Warren. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And Paul subbed in for Landry Shamet. Wasted no time on that one. Booker's got 14 points for the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Leonard looking around. Outside, George to halt the run. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 18.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
And here is Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lobbed up there for Booker. And so it's the Phoenix Suns finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's Durant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Landale in at the 4 slot. Booker, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard finds George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Suns leading by 15. The shot by KD. No good. On the wing, George. Defended by Paul.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. No good. Some solid defense from Ayton. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Booker looking around. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside, KD. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
George dishes to Powell. Zubac trying to break loose. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix leading by 17. Here's Durant. And so they foul intentionally.
Paul George. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Leonard with the steal.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And here's KD for 3. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 20.
Yeah, defenses cannot let his range go unchallenged when CP3 gets it going from there.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Booker the pass to Paul. The tray. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Powell into the lane.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so if he gets in that gap, he's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Paul outside. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by Paul. Clippers trail by 18. Powell for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The 3 from KD. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Powell. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Traps in the tray.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Phoenix.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Devin Booker.
It felt like there was more than one of them out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Powell against Paul. 5 on the clock. Ayton wide open. They get it back. Back to Paul. Powell with the steal. From deep three-point range, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he plays a secondary role on a team, but right now, front and center is Norman Powell.
Now Durant. So it's the Suns winning easily here and in the. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.